the darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It's a not so dark, Zero Dark. Welcome back, folks. Hey, there's a lot more going on around the world and in this world than most people realize, I think. The let's just call it riots. No, the peaceful protesters. Yeah, there's a lot more to this. You see, all of the protesters think they're going to get what they want out of this. They think they're going to own the country. Literally think they're going to own the country. I'll go into it in a little bit of detail, but I think you'll figure it out as we go here in the conversation. Right? What is it that the Jihad Joes think they're going to do, all the Islamic types? Well, they think they're going to take over the country. That's what they think. They think they're going to take over the country. They're going to do it. They have a very methodical plan. And it is breed everyone out. That's their plan, just to breed people out. And it's worked in the past. Their invasions that they have tried getting into Europe and destroying Europe since, well, for the last 1,000 years, literally invading Europe. They're trying to say that that Spain is a Muslim country. Well, it was a Christian country, and then the Muslims invaded, and then they got kicked out after they got defeated militarily. Then they were kicked out of the country. It's easy to understand why. They're crazy. They're absolutely nuts. Well, let's move up to modern times. What has gone on with our country? We've been invaded. We've been invaded. But the deal with California is a little different than all of them. Right? California, Cali is burning. California is burning. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. But what most people don't realize is Mexico and Mexicans as people, many of them, not all of them, but many of them think that Mexico owns California. They own California, they own Nevada, they own Arizona, they own New Mexico. They think they should own Texas, then Utah, Colorado. See where I'm going with this? Oregon and they think they want what is called Asset land. Asset land is everything in the western United States of America that Mexico says belongs to it. Asset land. So this truly is an invasion. It's truly a replacement theory that they're going to replace Americans with Mexicans and that they're going to own it again. Whether they think they're going to break away, whether whatever the fuck they think. That's the tricky part. What do they actually think, right? There's not a whole lot of thinking. But like all wars, you invade and you eliminate the enemy one way or the other. That's what they're doing, folks. That's what they're trying to do. But it's funny is they really don't own countries, right? They just don't. The people don't own a country. The banks own countries. The super wealthy run countries. The super powerful run countries. And we're seeing this fight. California is a great place to look at because there's amazing resources there, amazing agriculture there, food. There's a lot of great things about California that the powerful want and they're enjoying. The people, they think they own it and they think they're going to turn it into Mexico or Asset land or fucking La La Land. It doesn't matter what they think. They're just being used as muscle. These morons are out waving Mexican flags. Allegedly, they're now going to try waving American flags. Because the optics are, it's a fucking invasion. The optics are, it's an insurrection. The optics are, it's a color revolution. In other words, this is a revolt by those people in an effort. It's a revolt by those people in an effort to take physical control of areas. And we've seen this. This has played out many, many, many times. It happens on bigger and smaller scales. I mean, since when do riots, determine who gets to be president or own the country? They don't. They're just people being used. Right after all the rioting of the Maidan Revolution and this and that, who runs and owns Ukraine? Remember, that's how they started the bullshit in Ukraine back in 2014 with protests, then riots, then violence in the street. Then they brought in their militants. That's kind of a 1, 2, 3 thing, isn't it? Like they want to justify their violence. They want to justify the revolution by saying it's from the people. Oh my God, it's legitimate. So they have protests, then they have riots, then they have violence and mayhem, and then they try and overthrow the government. Attack all the buildings. It's funny, how do you throw everyone out who knows how to run a country and then install a leader, and then all of a sudden everything's good again? Do those people come back to work? All those bureaucrats? And yeah, that's what they do. This is what the CIA does. So I'm going to challenge you and ask you, do you think that it's just NGOs, non-government organizations, pushing for this revolt in America, all across America? Well, they're organizing it. But don't think for a second that the FBI and the CIA, or at least the rogue elements within it that operate however they want, wherever they want, they're doing this. They're part of it. This is a plan. There is a plan that is playing out. There are different players on the board making moves. Everyone wants to own and control. The people are just pawns. That's all they are. But we start with where we're at. And I think that's probably wise that Trump brought in National Guard and has now brought in the United States Marines, like the president did back in 1992 for the Rodney King riots. Crazy business, folks. Crazy business. They really would take over the state and then more states if they could and call it Mexico, but they're not going to be the owners of it. They're just not that bright. But population replacement is very real. It's being done around the world, and this is how they replace the government. They try and hold fake revolutions, color revolutions. Oh, it's the spring. It's the fucking Egyptian spring. They call it shit like that to try to give it some kind of legitimacy. It's all bullshit. Chance favors the prepared mind. Wake up. Cali's burning. Let's see if they turn loose their militant types. Let's see how big this gets. Scary business, folks. I'll see you guys tonight.